Bale, and in the last couple days, I've learned the SSG finalized. I did it once a long time ago, and I did it wrong, I guess, and it didn't perform well, so I put it down. But it's working now. So each one of the coils on the white rotor has an SSG circuit attached to its transistor. So you got all this stuff hooked in a circuit, and then there's like this one part that comes from the collector, and I hooked that part up to this coil on this pulse motor, and vice versa. A mirror image on the other side do the same thing. Now the coils are going to be 911 turns, and they're going to have 3 strands finalized. They're going to have a 26 gauge, 30 gauge, and a 32 gauge strand. 30 gauge strand is going to be the trigger, 26 gauge is going to be the drive, and then the 32 gauge is just an AC generator by itself, and then if you rectify it, it's a DC generator of 911 turns worth of, magnet induced generation. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm glad I got this down. Over Unity Research, Brandon. And then we've got Peter Hall Effect 2.0, and then we've got 007, and then we've got Mike Does. To give out a few shout out, Lucas. We've got Lucas, hopefully. And we're just, I'm giving a shout out to everybody that's helped me in the last couple months. And yeah, if I've sent you an email, you're in. Just, it's all right. Thank you. I really appreciate you considering me for your knowledge, and I hope you understand that there's some things I just mentally I can't latch on to. But for the most part, everything's gravy. This is great. I can't believe that this is actually working this good. This is a basically 7 volts and 0.2 amps in. That's awesome. But yeah.
This is sweet. So you have 2 SSGs set up?
Yeah. One for each of these coils, and they're set at 180 degrees on a 9 magnet rotor, so you got to set and offset automatically. You don't have to really time it or anything.
Nice.
It's done for you by the spacing. Yeah, so I mean, I kind of get how it works, how it throws stuff around on the collector, the emitter, and the base. But until we had the circuit go through the next circuit and then ground, it didn't really work that well. And when we grounded this one, Yeah, it worked really good. But this stuff, it's great and all, but honestly, to keep it safe, we want to be within like 1,000 RPMs. Maybe a little faster occasionally. It's not like I'm worried about magnets flying off. I'm more worried about like other catastrophes. Because these are engineered pretty well for magnets. And yeah, I was blown away when I saw this one start moving. There we go.
So what kind of magnets do we have in each one of these?
All right, these are 1-inch cubes, 9 1-inch cubes, at 40 degrees of separation. And then these over here they're 40 millimeter by 20 millimeter. They're basically like this, except they're square.
Nice. And they're all neodymium?
Yes.
Demium?
Neodymium M52s. So, I mean, what I really want to do, I mean, the SG circuit is awesome and I love it, but what I want to do is I want to encase this entire rotor with these little coils and have them all hooked up parallel with their own trigger strands and everything.
That sounds cool.
Now, I don't know if that'll be effective, I mean, for an SG circuit, because you really got to have something to plug the SG into for it to work effectively. And I might do that, I might not. I might have one SG circuit and the rest be plain regular circuits.
And is there a benefit of using SG?
Yeah, I mean, it's what it does. It's running this motor really, really good.
Yeah, I remember when we first started it out.
Yeah, it's an effective way to run another. Definitely an effective way to run another motor. I'm sure there's lots of uses for it. I'm really new to it, so I'm just, I did literally 20 experiments I don't know when.
Probably recently.
Yeah, recently, probably within the last day or two. Anyway, after I went to bed, I had to get up at 7, go get my oil changed. But when I came home, I was like, okay, we're gonna do this, and I had a loop, I had a Bedini loop, and everything, and this is the best way to run it. From start to the next motor to finish. But I'm pretty sure you could just run it all the way down here like this, just as long as these SG circuits were creating spikes. You could probably do motor after motor after motor. But that would eventually, in my mind, taper down to not being able to do it at all.
Okay.
That's not what I mean. Anymore, instead of at all. I didn't mean that. And so I'm actually really interested in seeing what that would look like. And that's awesome. You know what? The best part of this is that with the reed switch, it worked like crap. And I couldn't get the trigger coil to work. But then I made these new coils, and I got the trigger coil in them,
Yep.
so that solved that problem. And then I hooked everything up the right way, and it's just boom.
Awesome. So it was you were talking about redoing the coils yesterday. So you did that.
I did one of them.
Okay.
So these two are the same, and then this one is the same as those two, and this one is the new one. I just did one so far.
Okay. Yeah, and that's pretty cool. Hey Kevin, welcome to the channel.
Hey Kevin.
Do we know?
IDE.
Can you what is an IDE?
Yeah, I don't know any of the acronyms really. I learned MOT the other day from Lucas. That's microwave oven transformer.
Right.
But IDE, I've heard it before. I just can't piece it together in my head. I'm not sure.
Oh, Arduino text editor. So we haven't gotten into the programmable stuff yet.
Yeah, this is just a straight shot. There isn't any timing or 556 going on here. Anything like that. It's working naturally. Can it work better? Maybe.
So explain the whole the circuit together again, because it's pretty cool.
Okay, well, let's start with the rotors. Got 9 magnets on this rotor. It's 8 inches, 40 degrees of separation. We got 4 magnets on this rotor, and they're, what is it, 90 degrees? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the coils are 911 turns. Well, they're 1,000 turns. The new one is 911 turns. But they're 1,000 turns of 30 gauge and 26 gauge. And then powering that, we have an SSG Eddy circuit on this side, powering this coil, and an identical circuit on the other side powering this coil. And then those two circuits are attached directly to these coils, corresponding coils. So that one goes to this one respectively, and this one goes to this one respectively.
Nice.
And then from here, the circuits are grounded, and they work better when they're grounded. And yeah, this is pretty low voltage for this too. It's going pretty good. It's not like really fast, but for like almost 7 volts, it's okay. 347.
347 RPM on the white rotor.
356.
356 RPM on the
Now that's not
4-bagger.
supposed to happen, right? I mean, this is supposed to be going slower than this one.
True.
And it is by like 10 RPMs. Maybe less than that, like 6.
That's really good, man.
They're going the same. But you know, I've heard that the less magnets you have, the faster, the more RPMs you're supposed to get. But that isn't the case here, and I guess it's because we're working with the energy straight from the transistor instead of like through a cap or something. It's just going straight from the transistor to the coil. What am I looking at? Oh, did that just come up? Oh, okay. So he got it? All
Yeah.
right, cool. Because I'd like to maybe go over that again in a little bit, but
Okay.
now what I was also pondering, and check me if I'm wrong, if anybody who knows, if I do schoolgirl circuits on this coil and then plug them back into these coils, will that help or hinder everything?
Mm.
Because right now, these are just hooked up normally to transistors. They're not SSG. We're gonna do 9 volts. That's awesome. And the lights are barely on for the Bedini circuit. Let me turn this off. Right there. Yep. Same one with this one over here. We're having thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm.
It gives a nice, cool light in my room.
Mm-hmm.
So, one more thing that I would like to try, and we're going to have to cut it, but is to change this rotor with the one right behind you. The 6 magnet rotor.
Okay.
See if it'll work.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it with this setup yet. Celtic cross. Awesome. Awesome.
Nice design.
And these magnets were kind of difficult to put in there once I had the 2 in there. Now that I got the circuits hooked up right, it should work. If it doesn't, I'm going to switch it right back. Man, if I knew how to time with a computer, dude, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I just don't have the traction to learn all that stuff right now. Alright. Alright, now it's 6 or 9 and 6.
Yeah, that's working.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna have to spin this again.
Okay.
Because one triggers one, and this one can actually trigger that one. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. What do you think about this one?
It's making some sounds.
Yeah, but that one coil's not working. You see the light over there?
No.
Right. That's my point.
Okay.
I think I see it a little bit. See, the problem with this rotor is that the magnets are not strong like the other rotor.
Okay.
It's working, but it's
Not triggering the circuit. Or the
right.
the light ball, I should say.
It's like either this coil's not firing now or this coil isn't firing, but that circuit is not being completed. Looks like it's blown, doesn't it? It's all dark and stuff, but I'm going to put on the other rotor. That one's moving good, though. No, we can leave it, right?
Yeah, it's looking cool.
But yeah, this one's definitely probably only running on one, so that means this one is the same. If you put your ear down to this, can you listen and see if that's making a squeak?
It's making a sound. I think so.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I've been having some, with the way I hook them up on the transistors, I've been having some trouble having them be functional every time I turn it on. But yeah, we're gonna get the 4-magnet rotor back on here and see if we can't just fix it like that. Then again, you know, it might not even be broken. And all this trying to fix it might break it. Six. So 6 volts is good. And everything's working. We're not really getting any light in the lights because the voltage is low.
Right.
and they're 90-volt lights. This is great. Nice and smooth. I think I'm going to make another 9-magnet rotor, a little bit more roundish, and just transfer the magnets. I'm really looking into getting into different types of maglev, especially for my gyroscopes. They need to be as free-flowing as possible. That's awesome. All right, so I was looking, and this guy has a video on how to make the circuit to induce eddy currents. So it's like 100 turns, 2 coils at 100 turns, and then like another coil at a different polarity at 100 turns.
Okay.
And then they alternate, quasi-alternate, and then they got a pulse. And then this thing will move without any other assistance.
Nice.
So whenever I get the money to buy the wire to make those coils, I will get on that.
Yeah.
And that's the objective right now, is to transcend, in a manner of speaking. This is great, and I'll always be here, but that's where I want to go. Moving aluminum without the help of any magnets.
That's impressive.
That would be great. And from the looks of things, it can be pretty thin aluminum. The rotor that I saw was extremely thin. Maybe not as thin as the stuff that I got, but it was thinner than this. It was like you fit 4 of those rotors in this thickness. Awesome.
The thin disc rotor. I'm excited for seeing that.
Me too.
And I remember seeing that stator. That would be a stator, those coils interlapping thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yep, stator. And then there's a frequency, high frequency thing that you need. And then there's a thing that pulses it.
Is that one of them? Is that the high frequency thing?
I don't know. Yeah, I think you can get high frequency off of that, yes.
Okay. I think that's cool. So then, yeah. Can't wait to make a video with that.
Oh yeah, I mean, getting the hang of it is going to be tricky, because the frequency is one thing, but then having everything, I think I need a computer of some kind to pulse that north-south the way it needs to happen. So an IDE, I guess, is what I'm going to need. One thing that I'm going to need. Oh. It's great. I think 6 is a little too, it has to be on the higher end of 6.
Yeah.
Or 7 volts. Low end of 6, below is like too slow for this thing.
It is, I agree. So you got a lot of work that's being done.
Heck yeah. And I had these two hooked up before, and then I had only one coil over here. And so I took the spike from this coil and put it in here, and then I took the spike from that coil and I put it in here as well. And it made the rotor spin faster.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. But now that I've got two coils over here and they're each doing their own thing, it moves faster than that. But see, now it's 9 volts, the lights on over here too. I think this made me happy.
Oh yeah.
Just having it, grip like it did. I was like, yeah. So, I think, in actuality, we could go from this coil, start with an SG right here. Go to this coil, have an SG here. Get the bike wheel out.
Yeah, okay.
And have it dump on a third motor, and then ground.
Okay. Bring it
Or
in
we
the
could put a
bike.
gyroscope there on the last one.
I like it.
Yeah, that's cool.
The gyroscope, for sure. I can't wait to see the wheel in action too.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be good. I need to make a new base for it, unfortunately, because it's been jostled. Moves pretty good. I mean, it's not like stuck or anything.
Yeah.
I love the spokes, man. Boom.
Finger, sorry. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thanks for dropping in.
Hello.
This is Papa Bale,
How we doing?
and we're working with 2 SSG circuit running 2 pulse motors. Let us know if you guys have any questions about anything we got going on here.
We're 9 volts and 0.4 amps in. And there's really nothing for me to do. It's working. I
Yeah.
like that. You're right though, you can't turn it back in on itself or it'll slow down. I think it'll still run pretty okay though. It'll be a lot more quiet and it'll slow down.
Thunder.
But like when I do the tach readings, and then I change something, $466. $427.
Nice.
Heck yeah. But you remember yesterday we got it up to like 1,000 or 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
But that was with it plugged back into the input.
Okay.
and I can't do that with two of them. So this is awesome for what it is. I've just come up with a way to take it all apart, you know,
Yeah.
and do it again.
Excellent work.
Thank you. Oh, we had it at 15 though, didn't we?
We did.
Or was it like?
I can't. It was 12. It was higher. It was definitely higher.
All right, we're at 13 and almost an amp, 0.8 amps. But what I know about the Bedini coil is that it's probably 3 or 4 times the size of these coils at least.
Hi.
Hi. .610. I get a different reading every single time.
So it was 466 before. 610. That's 150.
550.
550.
553.
So that went up by 120. Because that one was at like 410 or something.
573. 648.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. 555.4.
Nice. Yeah.
Uh,
Nice number.
yeah, so now this one's actually going faster than this one is.
Yeah.
This is a 4-magnet rotor, this is a 9-magnet rotor. They both have 2 coils. I think it's because this has got the SG and this has got a straight hookup.
Okay.
Maybe.
Interesting.
But the 9-magnet rotor is now outpacing the 4-magnet rotor.
All right, let's go for about another 20 minutes,
Okay.
and then I think we're good.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. We're running a little experiment right now.
Mm-hmm. Timing.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and do lives earlier in the day.
We're fishing.
Yeah.
We're fishing. We like doing lives at night, but if it's more beneficial to the viewers and us, we'll do them during the day. On both.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great, man. It feels like this could go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was a way to maybe there is, just with what's out there now, I take a diode and clip it to the power in this one, and the same over there, and then it would be grounded, and at the same time, it'd be throwing the negative spike back to this motor. Oh, there is no negative spike though. But is there? Without setting up all this stuff? I don't know, but I know.
I'm not sure.
Because these transistors don't have a complete SG on them. Without a complete SG, can you get a negative spike on a transistor? We'll find out.
Excellent question.
And these will spin for 25 minutes.
With the power cut?
Yeah, something like that. Long time. Not legit spin, because there's like that that slow spin that it'll do for like 10 minutes. Just freaking minutes. But it'll move like this for like 10, 15 minutes. Alright.
Ooh, that lightning.
Lightning outside?
I think so.
That's cool.
See if we hear some thunder. Yep.
There it is. Snap, crackle, pop. Rice crispy. Okay, there. Yeah, that was a straight tear in space right there. Right, there's one. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the energy from the collector and I'm passing it back to the positive power. Alright, I don't know about this. I've never even been here before in my life, so we're gonna all see this. Alright, here we go. Let's stop it. This should reduce the amps a lot. And then let's try spinning the little one first. Oh, nothing. See, now the amps are at 0.2.
And they were at 0.4?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll see if that works or not. So now it's grounded and it's throwing energy back to the coils, which is optimal in my mind. We're at 0.3 amps. Let's do 12.
So that's around 7, 8 watts.
Yeah. Look at this one move now. I mean, look at that thing go. That is phenomenal.
That's beautiful. Nice,
In
nice.
comparison, that is like way different.
And it sounds so smooth.
Still 470. 480. That's going up steadily. So looks like this coil doesn't like being that close.
And that's the new one.
Yeah. No, but they're the same basically.
Got
They're
it.
close. Look at that one. Wow.
Yeah, that's humming.
Six. 600.
600.
This one is not going as fast.
Right.
200.
Mm. So at the lower voltage, they'll spin at the same speed.
No, when I don't have them hooked,
Oh,
the
that's
way
right.
I have them hooked up, they will spin at the same speed.
That's right. Got it. I forgot that intermediate step.
Yeah, but I can feel that. Whatever's coursing through these things is powerful. And it's like vibrating. These coils are like.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was different than the first time. Because they're moving.
Well, it's because of the way I hooked them up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The power flow.
Yeah, so instead of it all going down the drain, some of it gets recycled and that slows this one down.
Got it.
But if it all went through,
This would be flying just as fast.
yeah.
Got
And
it.
that one wouldn't be going as fast as it is. Dead level off.
Awesome.
619. Oh, that's what we did. We had the one coil hooked into the next coil, hooked into the next coil.
Right.
That's how we got all that. We're not doing that right now. This is good. All right, so let's get a good doc of how this looks. We'll get our speedo real quick. Try to remember these real quick.
311.
Now I'm going to disconnect those connections. Alright, that's going to be awesome. We can just attach clips to this magnet.
Directly to the magnet.
The green one. Right here.
Oh, hold on. I think I may have just. Okay. No, take it off?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. Alright.
I can barely see the tangle.
It's right up here. Hey, stop. I got it.
Okay.
Oh, there it's tangled again. Shoot. And I just connected this. How did it get like that? I got it. Thanks.
Yep.
Alright, now we're back to a straight disconnect from here. Let's look and see what this would be like. It's always good to get a clean start. You don't have to, but I like to. 9-volt battery, here we go. So now we got, it's loud again, which is okay, it's squeaking.
That one seems to be going faster.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that one's definitely going faster. $530.
530. That's almost double. Oh, it's 311.
562.
Yeah, it's gonna double.
$600.
Boom.
$669.
Great number.
No, it's saying a bunch of 300s. Yeah, it is. Just over 300.
The bulb is pulsing a little harder now.
$500.
500. It's still speeding up. Heck, acceleration phase.
Exactly. Awesome. All right, let's check this one again. Look at that. It is, you can't even see it moving. 622.
That is a double from 311.
571.
Nice.
And it's a double circuit. You could do this with just one of these per motor, but I did it with two, and it works. And that's great. So, remember it was 600, right? With the last one, with them still hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
615.
Boom.
$626.
Nice work.
So they're going the same rate again.
Yep.
I'd say these are synced motors, but the one's 9 and one's 4. So is that really a thing? And maybe it is because there's 2 coils per motor. But they're pretty much moving at the same speed. And I love that that light is pulsing now instead of being just on all the time.
Yeah, that shows the true pulse of the motor.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Okay. Yeah, so thanks for chiming in, everybody. I really like showing this to you. I wonder what else I could do with it. You know, like can I light lights? Can I do a DC motor that I bought from the shop? You know, can I run one of those? That would be awesome. Yeah, there's so many things that I could probably do. Anyway, thank you very much for stopping in. Peace out. Have a good day. We'll be back later. Bye now.